Welcome back. How do we fix our CORS error? How do we enable cross-origin requests in our API? To recap, cross-origin requests are those that are made from a domain on one origin to a different origin, where an origin is the combination of the site's protocol, the host, and the port. Your origin might be https www.google.com at port 443, or it could be localhost at port 3000. As a security feature, browsers by default block cross-origin requests so that you don't leak your data to a site unintentionally. So Google.com can make requests to Google's servers on the back end, but not to Facebook's servers. Browsers are looking out for us. Now, we can allow cross-origin requests that we expect by sending this special access control allow origin header from the server, which will allow either all requests from any site, if we use the asterisk, or requests only from a specific origin, if we specify the value like so. This follows the practice of whitelisting, which is the security best practice to allow access to a limited set of sites, as opposed to blocking access to only those sites that you might be aware are bad actors, like hackers who are hoping that your users will send your data to them instead of to the appropriate server. When we're using Express, luckily setting the CORS header is just the matter of adding some middleware before our routes. Let's see what we can find in our NPM registry. If we search for CORS, the first result here is this really well-established and convenient CORS middleware that can be used with Express. Let's see this in action. First, we'll install our CORS package. So in our terminal, we have our client running, and we also have another terminal running our server. So let's terminate our server for now, and I'll clear the terminal before we run npm install CORS. Once it's complete, we can add CORS to our middleware chain. CORS is going to apply to all of our requests. All of our requests are going to follow the same cross-origin behavior, so we'll place it right at the top of our middleware chain. So we need to import CORS. I'll say CORS equals require CORS, and then app.use CORS, which is a function that returns the CORS middleware. It's that easy. However, if we do this, our CORS middleware will allow all cross-origin requests from any site on the internet. We want our NASA API to be production ready and secure. So we're only going to accept requests from localhost at port 3000, which is the origin for our front-end client. The good news is, this is really easy to do with the CORS middleware. We can pass in an options object here, which takes an origin property that we can set to the origin which we want to allow. So in our case, it'll be http://localhost at port 3000. Just like that. If we had multiple clients at multiple different origins, the CORS middleware allows us to support that as well. If we scroll down on their page, there's this option to configure CORS with a dynamic origin, where you pass in this whitelist of domains or origins, and then we have this origin callback function that checks whether the origin is in that whitelist and only allows requests from that whitelist. You can implement whatever kind of logic you want to whitelist origins inside of this callback. We don't have any need for this in our API, but it's good to know that you have the option. Now, if we go back to our terminal and restart our server, this time let's run npm run watch, so it automatically restarts if we make any changes. And we're not going to touch our client because we haven't made any changes to our front-end code. And in our browser, let's refresh our mission control dashboard. And in our JavaScript console, no more error. We can go to the network tab, and again, if we refresh, we can see that the planets request is succeeding, and our response contains our empty list of planets. If we check our headers, we can see, scrolling down, that the access control allow origin header has been set correctly to the address of our front-end site. In the next video, let's figure out how to populate our list of planets with the actual Kepler habitable exoplanets. I'm excited. Let's go.